Hey, everybody. If you are joining us, you are joining us for No Such Thing as Ordinary with Rachel Balladucci. I am so grateful to start a new book club session with you all and just dive right into this amazing book. This is the second time I am reading this, if that tells you anything. And so I just thank you for joining us, and let's just dive right in. Today I want to discuss Rachel's first chapter, Encounter. And as we meet Rachel, we meet her family, and we learn about her life and really the trajectory that she thought God was calling her to, and in reality, where He placed her. And so we see this beautifulness of this engagement that we've had. So we go to a Steubenville conference, we go to a Catholic conference, something that gets us just more fired up than usual for Jesus. And we come out and we want it all. We want to tell everybody about Him. We want all of our encounters to be fruitful. We want to spread His love. We want to spread His good news. And we want to take everybody with us. And this is a beautiful thing. And then we get deflated eventually because we start to get into our ordinary lives and our day to day. And that's one thing Rachel starts to talk about as she becomes a mom and she has her vocation as a mother and a wife, and she starts raising her family. And the days are hard and sometimes they're long. Not saying they're not fruitful and that we don't love them, but sometimes it feels mundane, or it feels ordinary and extremely routine. And we can get caught up in wondering, like, how am I serving Jesus? How am I serving God? Like, where did this encounter that I had, or this experience that I had, where did this go? And so what I love about this first chapter is it really sets the tone for us. So whether you're a wife, maybe you're still single, maybe you have one child, maybe you have six, wherever you're at right now. And like I said, we've all had that feeling of just, oh, now where can I go? And I want you to remember that God is calling you exactly where you are right now. And I love this part of when she says that, you know what, at one point I've got to change the dirty diaper on one of my sons. And that's what God has called me to do. And He's called me to do it with great love and to take care of this precious life that He's given me. So like I said, whether you're single, you're married, maybe that's you're helping with your family. Maybe you're helping your husband. And we have to remember these little acts that God calls us to leads to His greater good. And today we were sitting in Mass, and Father was talking about how the great prophets, like, we're all called for different things. And for some of us in the pews, it's to take care of the family and those around us, and especially the young ones. So whether they're our children or not, but we're supposed to hone that relationship in and do our best to keep everyone in the faith. And part of this is what God reminds us is we have to be reliant on Him, but we're going to fail, because if we don't fail, or if we don't fall at times, if it's always perfection, that's when we put ourselves first, because we see that, hey, I can do all of this. It becomes self-centered. It becomes about what I can do and not about what God can do. And so that ability to fail, or this ability to have these small moments, these quiet moments, is that reminder for us that we are going back to rely on Him. And so as we start to encounter, again, the word of this chapter, the woman at the well, she's in her daily chores, and she's not even realizing yet what she's about to be called to do, where she is being led in this everyday routine of hers. And so while it seems that we want these bigger things, we are ready for this. It's all in God's timing, and that's what makes us human, is our impatience and our want to do more. And so remind yourself that when you're doing those small things, give that offering up. Give that up for God. Offer it up for someone who is suffering, someone who needs something, because those small things are what really make an impact and lead to those bigger things that one day that we may be called to get to live out. And if we don't, that's okay, because it takes every one of us to keep this going. And so I just want to reflect on page 8. I love the quote that she shares from JP2 from World Youth Day in 2000. So I'm going to read it here. It says, "It is Jesus, in fact, that you seek when you dream of happiness. He is waiting for you when nothing else you find satisfies you. He is the beauty to which you are so attracted. It is he who provokes you with that thirst for fullness that will not let you settle for compromise. It is he who urges you to shed the masks of false life. It is he who reads in your hearts your most genuine choices, the choices that others try to stifle." And so we have to remember this calling. We have to remember these small encounters, these small ways to witness to others. And so maybe it's just letting somebody know after Mass that, you know what, you're doing a great job. Maybe it is offering to help somebody with dishes, or cleaning the church at the end of the week. Maybe it's having your kids just sit and pray a family rosary. It's all of these things, but just remember, when you start your day, offer it to Jesus. How can you fulfill his work? What can you do that day? Do those small things with great love, as Mother Teresa said. So I hope you guys are enjoying the start of this book. I can't wait to keep working our way through it. And please feel free to share any insights, any takeaways that you have in the comments below. So I will see you in chapter 2.